how's it going? I'm up to get water again. Water. Like sacred water that's dripped down through the ground for who knows how long. I have no idea how long. The water from the rain, surface water from streams perhaps. Be streams up here, there's no lakes or anything up here. It sifts slowly through the earth, gathering all the energy of the earth. And then it comes up through the spring and gushes out of a hole in the ground and gets sung to by the birds once it's up in seeing the air. And the insects and the sound of the insects living life, fully engaged in life. That's what this water is. So this kind of water heals, I think. It gives life, is what I think. That's why I come here. And also, it's just nice to get out in the woods, even if I'm busy doing other things, you know. But, yeah, it's good. Okay. Come back. So interesting. The water flows fairly slow still. I guess that's just the way it's going to be for now, anyway. We'll just put the pliers here so I don't forget. flow is pretty fast, actually. It's just that somehow this connection, I don't know, it's fine. Okay, off we go. It's nice to be wearing my tam again. How's it going? Okay, off we go. Back home. What am I doing today? Oh, today I'll have to clean my chain on my motorbike and lube the chain up. Have a look at it, check the chain tension and stuff. As you do. Usually on Thursdays I do things like do the engine oil, make sure the engine oil is fine, which it always is, but I check it anyway every week, and check my tires and for inflation. Yeah, it's a pretty new bike, right? It's not even 2 years old, so everything's pretty much tip top, but it's good to get in the habit of checking, right? But anyway, yeah, so today I'm going to clean the chain and all that sort of thing. And then I guess I'll continue on with this, working on a guitar right now, and just installed the bindings, and have to think about something. Not sure if I'll keep it the way it is, but we'll see. Probably leave it there over the weekend and ponder. I have a couple of ideas. We'll see. We'll see. Ooh, it's quite dark. Hope that's okay. Because I'm in the canopy. This morning, where I live, is kind of protected, right? It's in a hollow, and it seems like the cold air just sinks right in there. And it was about 7 degrees, and my friend Garnet, who lives up the road a base, says, "No, it was like 17 degrees where he was," but he's got sun exposure and stuff, you know. I was quite pleased to see my breath and all that in the morning. And, yeah, I don't think I can't be arsed throwing this onto Rumble today, so I'm going to avoid the big A, no, the big I, the big V, the big VA, the big whatevers as topics of conversation. But I was thinking, there's this idea of mass formations. I think this might be allowed on YouTube. Mass formations is something that, well, really I've heard the term first from Matthias Desmet, I think, a Belgian, I don't know what he is. He's a professor of philosophy, maybe, or psychology, something. Anyway, this whole idea of mass formations and something that's been interesting, and mass formations is kind of like a, I don't think hypnosis is quite the right word, but it's just like this mass hypnotizing of the populace, and which I would say is going on quite a bit right now. And you know, it's quite an interesting talk he had with Dan Gregory, I guess. But one thing that he pointed out that I think that I've been pondering a lot is, like, for instance, the whole thing with Nazi Germany, right? That was mass formations full on, right? Everyone, not everyone, but most bought into it. Then some just went along with it, and then the few went against it, and that's difficult, right? But one thing he points out is that one thing that, like, okay, so Nazi Germany kind of brought on a fair bit of mayhem to the world, right? No question. But it didn't really last all that long, right? What was it? Maybe, when did it all start? Early 30s, pretty much done by 45, right? Anyway, so, you know, a bit over 10 years maybe. But his point was that mass formations need a population to maintain itself, right? So then he points out Soviet Union, Stalinism and all that, and that it lasted quite a bit longer. But of course the population was much bigger, and I wonder if the whole land area was also bigger, you know? Like it covered a much wider, have to do the hair. I don't know. Anyway, it's what's compelling about that is that if that is indeed what's going on right now, a mass formation, a kind of mass hysteria, you know, we all see the cultivation of fear going on, I suppose, or many of us, and but it's not like, oh, Germany and Italy. Maybe Japan. I don't know if Japan was, if that was part of their thing exactly, but you know, and their allies. Now it's the whole world. Now, because of technology, internet type technology, that it's you know, instantly worldwide. This is something to ponder, right? If it is dependent on numbers and population to maintain itself, well, let's just say it's sobering. Sorry, I'm getting into a little tricky spot here. Don't want to slip in particular. Whoosh. And yeah, so that's kind of what part of what I've been thinking about, other than figuring out binding and neck angles and side thicknesses and tap tones. Anyway, it's been great working on another guitar, you know. I'm trying out a wood actually, my friends Piad and Kumgung gave me. I forget the name, I have it written down, but beautiful Thai wood, really beautifully figured. And I bought the back and sides with that wood in mind actually. Even it wasn't enough to do like backs and sides, but it was enough to make a head plate, like a veneer on the head plate, and also enough to make a bridge, a couple bridges. So I don't know. I'll have to see about the bridge. Hard to say. It's not the densest wood going, but it might be in the rosewood range. So I'll just try it and see if it doesn't work. I'll just have to, you know, throw some water and heat on it and restart. We'll see. Yeah. Anyway, I'm just gonna check out for a bit. I'll be right back. Oh yeah, look at this. Someone came in with the old whippersnipper. I think because they were going to work on the tanks up there, and let's switch this out a bit. Yeah, so they cut open the path, not all the way to where I get water, but part of the way. That's nice. Still damp, still quite wet up here. Look at that sky. Woohoo! Yeah, you know, I live in a place where these leaves are 8 feet long. That's funny. So you can see anybody through here. Quite thick and muddy. Quite thick and muddy. Here, this is my, as I say almost, or often, this is like my favorite part because it's quite open here and it's so beautiful, right? And the rock of transition's coming up, in which case I'll flip it and say my so longs. Down, down, down. Steep, steep, steep. The rock of transition. Rock of transition. Transition only because this is where I usually switch to my selfie mode and say so long, and usually say something like, get out in the sun if you can, except in the north it's not going to do much good, but good for your spirit though. Won't give you much vitamin D, so anyway, gotta figure that out. And I guess that's about it. You know, there's mayhem. There's mayhem afoot. Anyway, you know, who cares? I have red hair now. I'll tell you, I'm pretty sure me putting henna in my hair made my kendo a lot better. Just saying, I'm just saying. That's what it feels like. I think I'm accessing my ancient Viking, Norse, Irish warrior spirit and getting ready for the mayhem. Say no to the mayhem. Okay, hope everyone's doing okay out there. Yeah, that's enough for now. 100%. Ciao. Oops.